Welcome to Easy Learning Simplified. My name is Ruth, and today we are going to be learning from 2 mathematics, and our topic for today is angle properties of a circle. And today it's just a continuation of what you were learning in the previous lesson. So we're going to be looking at the angle subtended by a chord on the circumference and diameter of the circumference. But in this case, we're just going to look at some practice questions and see how the properties we learned in the previous lesson are going to apply for this lesson. So we'll start with a simple question. So you're supposed to look for angles A, B, C, and D from the angles that you've already been given. So we're going to remember that angle QPS and angle OQOS, they are related in such a way that angle QOS is going to be twice angle QPS. But remember, we do not have angle C, which is represented by C, and we don't have angle A as well. But we do have some information. We do have an angle, angle PQO, and we have angle PSO. So angle PQO is going to be 40 degrees. If you drop a line from P to O, you're going to form two radiuses which are equal, which tells you like part of this angle is going to be 40 degrees. And if you, after dropping this line PO, it also tells you since these two are radiuses, the angles are going to be equal. So these base angles are going to be equal. So this is also going to be equal. So that tells you that angle A is going to be 40 plus 30, which is equal to 70 degrees. Now that we've gotten angle A, remember this rule that we had put down here. So C is equals to twice of A. So C is going to be 2 times 70, which gives us 140 degrees. So we have this 140 degrees. But also remember that if you add C plus O, which is on top here, you're going to end up with 360 degrees. They total to 360 degrees. We already have C, which is 140. That tells you our O is going to be 360 minus 140, which is going to give us 220. Hope you've gotten that. So if this is 220 degrees, it tells you remember angle O and D are related such that O is equals to twice of D, the same property that was relating C and A. So we already have O, which is 220, so we can be able to get D by dividing by 2. So angle D is going to be 220 divided by 2, which is going to give us 110 degrees. So we have answered our question. So A is going to be 70, B is going to be 220, the one that I called O, this is B, this is B, this is B. And then C is going to be 140 degrees. Remember, they're all degrees. And we had A, B, C, and D is going to be 110 degrees. And that's our answers. Let's look at another question. So O is the center of the circle. Find angle AOB. And we know this angle, that is AOB, is going to be twice angle ACB. Remember that rule. So our purpose is to look for the angle ACB. And we can get angle ACB in what way? So this is 30. If we drop this line CO, it means this angle here is also 30. And also this means this angle here is 20. Why? Because you remember line BO and OC are two radiuses which are equal. So it forms like an isosceles triangle. So these angles, base angles are the same. Same case with AO and OC, they are both radiuses which are equal, which they form isosceles triangle. So that tells you angle ACB is going to be 30 plus 20, which is equals to 50 degrees. So for us to get angle AOB, it's going to be twice angle ACB. So it's 2 times 50, which gives us 100 degrees. So that's how we get that. And finally, one more question now to help you to capture the content well. So we have been given two circles and you can see they are intersecting. And you notice we have angle AOT and also we have O angle SRB from the different circles. So if you extend this angle, remember an angle on a straight line is adds up to 180. That tells you that angle OTQ is going to be 180 minus 150, which will give us 30. And then the same case in the second circle, it means angle R, this angle here, angle RSQ is going to be 120 minus 180, which gives us 60 degrees. So we have 60 degrees in this angle and 60 degrees this angle. So the next thing we are going to look at is the lines, the radiuses. So we have radius OT and radius OQ are equal. And on the second circle, we have radius RS, which is equals to radius RQ. Hope you can see that. So when you look at the first radius, remember this radius and this radius is equal. So it means their angles are also equal. And since the angles are equal, it means this angle here, angle OTQ, and this whole angle, which consists of both A and B, if you add those two angles and then add 60, you're going to get 180. So 60 plus angle OTQ plus angle OQT is going to give us 180. But remember, OTQ and OQT are the same, so we can give them x and plus x plus 60. So that means is 2x plus 60 is equals to 180. So 2x is equals to 180 minus 60 will give us 120. You divide by 2 both sides, you get the value of x is 60. So this is 60, this also is 60. That tells you angle A and B is equals to 60. Going back to the second circle, we've said that we've made an error. This is supposed to be 30. So this is 30, this is 30. So 30, this is 30. 30 minus this is 150. Divide by 2, you get 75 degrees. So this is 75, this is 75. So angle AB is 75. So that when we get to, this is 75. When we get to now, angle R or angle RSQ is what we have as 60 because of this line. So, and if you look at, we said that RS and RQ are the radiuses. This means that angle, if you take 60 plus angle RSQ plus, this is supposed to be angle SR. So RSQ, that is this angle here, and angle RQS is supposed to hand up to 180. So you give, since these two are equal because they are they form an isosceles triangle, you give them y and y. So this becomes 60 plus y is equals to 180, which gives us 2y is equals to 120. So y is equals to 60. So this is going to be 60. This angle here is 60. So we have angle S and T. S is 60, so S is 60. T is 75, let's not forget. And this angle here, angle BC, is also 60. So B plus C is equals to 60. So if angle AB is 75, BC is 60. So we want to look for the rest of the angles, that is A, we want to get B and also C, but we've gotten some information so far. So remember there's an inner triangle that is formed from by S and T and angle Q, angle B. So S plus T plus B is going to end up to 180. That means 60 plus 75 plus angle B will give us 180. Remember that? So 60 plus 75 is equals to 135. If you subtract that from 180, you get 45. That tells you B is 45 degrees. Remember we said A plus B is 75. So if B is 45, it's going to mean that A is 75 minus 45. That means our A is 30. And then B also is 45 and B plus C is 60. So it means it's 60 minus 45, which gives us 15 degrees. So C is 15 degrees. So that's it. You can take your time slowly, go through it slowly and check how we are able to get the specific angles and also practice on your own. So you get more revision and notes in the app. You can go back and check that out and practice on your own time. See you in the next lesson.